Hello, everybody. This is the debrief for the self-awareness experiment that I posted at the beginning of the week, which would have been December 15th. And if you remember correctly, the three cards that were part of the experiment were love as a contemplation card, experimentation as the energy you were asked to embrace, and past, present, future as a way to keep your focus on where your head was going. So for those of you who have not yet done this with me, you can go back and look at the other ones, and I'll fill you in more at the end. So the questions are this. What did you notice this week based on the fact that you were just simply doing an experiment? How did that affect how you looked at your week and how engaged you were with the world around you? Did you notice yourself being more in touch with what you were feeling and how you were responding to people? Did it give you more time to respond rather than react? So ultimately, how did it change how you responded and interacted with your world and your own emotions? Now, the love, if you remember correctly, is about the idea of whether or not love is something that you radiate as an essence of being, or whether or not it is something that you feel is the expression of which is dependent upon giving and doing for people. Okay? The two different kinds of experiencing or expressing love, and that you were being asked to experiment this week as you go into your week. So what did you notice about that? How did it come up for you as you were choosing to buy gifts? And by the way, I was reminded by a good friend of mine, it's not just Christmas, right? This is a holiday season for many different religions and faiths. Interestingly enough, Hanukkah's on the night of the 25th. Go figure. So there is a lot of preparation being done for loved ones, for community within this time. Ample opportunities to look at it. So what did you notice? Did you notice that there were issues around wanting to withhold from some people and not to others, and why? Did you have memories come up around when you felt loved, when you didn't feel loved, and the kind of love you were looking for? I remember one Christmas, man, it was about counting the presents. It was really like, how many did I have under the tree? And yet now, I could care less. If I've got quality time with somebody, I'm good. And food. Food's important. Okay, so what did you notice? Did you find yourself remembering things about being loved, not feeling loved, how you loved in the past? Pressures. How many times have we gone into debt trying to live up to an expectation of love? And it doesn't have to be around the holidays. It's just a perfect time to bring all these concepts up. So that's pretty much it. Stand back and look at that. Assess how love played out in your life this week, how your memories of love and loving played out along the lines of the two diametrically opposed ideas that this card mentions. I will read it again just in case you forgot. Deepak Chopra defines pure love as something we embody. It's something that radiates from us like light from a bonfire or dreams from a dreamer, rather than something we parcel out to some and not to others. Love in its purest form is a state of being which can influence our behavior, but does not rely on actions in order to be felt or to have a positive effect. Love does not demand reciprocity. And you know, when I read that and I'm in touch with the radiating kind of love, what I notice is it's so easy to be kind, and it's so easy to feel like that is enough because it's so huge and it's so just perfect. That how could anybody want or need more? And if they do, if I'm experiencing that state of loving quality anyway, I tend not to take it personally. Not always. Sometimes I do. Sometimes it hurts my feelings. But mostly, when I'm in that quality of loving, no, it's all good, however it plays out. So, this is a chance for you to look at your past around loving, withholding, things of that nature, both how you've experienced it as a receiver and as a giver. It gives you a chance to look at where a concept of love that perhaps has really been, well, obviously pushed because of the whole gift giving and buying thing, where that may have taken you off track from what your heart really wants, and how that can really disturb your sense of place in the world by feeling as though you're always having to give to this, to that, to that, to that, to that. Give things as opposed to presence. Presence, P-R-E-S, however you spell it, the act of being present as opposed to giving a present. All right, I'm going to leave that now because I think that's enough. Check it out. Just see if it's given you any aha moments, any memories surface that you really didn't remember until now, or feelings that have come up around memories you've had but not really had feelings about. That's another really interesting thing to look at. And what have you noticed it in the world around you? Have you been able to define people who love in that presence kind of way, in that state of radiating? Have you experienced that with people? And how important are they to you? How much does that stay with you compared to the this for that person, that for that person, that for that person kind of energy? Just kind of, check in with where you've experienced that from others and within yourself and towards whom. Okay? That's it for now. I'm going to be soon doing a new self-awareness experiment for next week, which should be really fascinating. I hope you stick with it. Have fun, and I'll be back soon.